Hello everyone, welcome to Rushd Podcast. So, anyways, today I'm joined with Ray from 10 Stanford, and we're here to talk about the difference in culture, if you haven't noticed. So, our friend Ray here have said in a previous Instagram reel in our profile that she went to America before. Yay. Isn't that right? And yes. The thing is, we're not just gonna talk about America, we're gonna talk about Australia as well. Why? Because I went to Australia before. So, combining both of our experiences, we're gonna compare and talk about the differences and the similarities maybe of these two, even though they're both English-speaking countries, but completely different cultures. So, for our second episode, that's basically what we're gonna be talking about. Firstly, as you guys have seen in the first 3 seconds of this video, we're going to be talking about pronunciation. So, the American accent.
Hi. Okay, so what do you... okay, so I can say that even though both Australia and America, both are speaking English countries, right? But as you all know, there are different accents of English. Yeah. Yes. And the one that I'm using, the one that I usually use to talk is an American accent, while she uses Australian accent.
To be honest, I don't know if I can call my accent Australian because it's not that authentic anymore.
I can still tell.
No, sometimes I pronounce stuff in American. I don't know, but it's American. But I don't know. I don't notice it sometimes, but yeah. Your accent is very clearly American though.
Really?
That's no doubt. I mean, I guess it's easier to do American accent compared to the other accents. So, I mean, I can emulate an American accent pretty easily.
Okay, well then try then.
Well, I'm speaking American right now. Does that sound American to you?
No, it sounds like you're mocking it.
I don't know.
It sounds like you're mocking it.
My really bad attempt at sounding American, I guess.
But yeah, as you all know, different words are pronounced differently in different accents.
For example, podcast.
It's podcast, not podcast.
Yeah. Why is there a difference anyway? It's just one word. It's spelled the same. Oh yeah. No, never mind. So podcast.
No, it's podcast. Okay, let's take another example. For talk, I heard you say
talk.
Yeah, talk, not talk.
Talk.
Like why is it so I don't know. What do you call it? Thick, I guess.
I don't know. It's like the British Cockney accent, but more Southern. I don't know if that even means anything, but it's talk.
It's
talking.
Talk.
We're gonna be talking.
It sounds so harsh.
Talk.
It's talk.
Talk. Okay, how about this? Color. See, that's two different words spelled differently.
How do you say it earlier?
Color.
It's color.
My favorite color is orange.
My favorite color is purple.
Okay, well, it's color, not color. I mean,
it's color.
America is in the north and Australia is in the south, so this difference is pretty big. I don't know.
Is it really that big though?
I don't know. How do you say? Let's see. Car. No R.
Yes, there is the R.
Car. All right, a yellow car. I know I don't have a yellow car, but car.
No, it's car.
Okay, how about? Okay, do you say pants or trousers?
What?
Pants or trousers?
Pants.
Okay.
Wait. You're talking about the pants, right?
Yeah.
This pants, right? It's pants.
I hear British people say trousers. I say pants.
Okay, well, they're British. You know how British people are.
Yeah, okay, true. Shirt. Yeah, okay, shirt.
Okay, well, that's still similar.
Okay, that's something we can agree about. Since we can clearly see a difference in pronunciation. Do you think there's any like reason behind it, like obvious reasons, or maybe like some super duper secret reason why it can be like different? I think there's like some connection with the history. Maybe. I don't know. Jinx.
I don't know. I mean, like,
The
British.
It all started with the British.
It all started with the British. A little bit of American history. You know, I sound like a nerd for this, but a little bit of American history is that back then, before the British invaded or colonized America, it's basically maybe you guys know already about Native Americans, right? They were everywhere in America, and not only that, they have different tribes as well. But then the British came to America. How? A little bit fun fact, I guess. So basically, the one who colonized America is Christopher Columbus.
Yes.
Christopher Columbus. And how did he get to America? Apparently, he wanted to get to India, but then he got lost in the way, so he arrived in America instead. So that's why he called the natives Indians. In which they're not happy about that. But well, whatever, suck it up. And that's how it all started.
Hold on. Christopher Columbus is British?
Spanish.
Hold on.
But
wait.
Okay, well, there's still some relation. Okay, well, maybe
Wait, when did the British invade America? After? Wait, hold on. I think I knew something about this. The French came before.
Oh wait.
Right?
Oh wait, I forgot about the French. I forgot about the French. Oh my god. Yeah, you're right.
Quebec and stuff.
Oh yeah, Quebec. Yeah, you know what? I forgot that the French invaded. Okay, well, there's a mix of British and French, and then boom, America.
Yeah, okay.
And that's how it all.
Yeah.
Sorry, I guess.
I guess the French accent is unique, for a lack of a better word. So like that combined with the Spanish and then the British, I think I can tell why your accent is like super different, I guess. I mean, we can assume that the British is like the original father accent, I guess. So,
yeah.
Oh yeah, there's like different accents in the north and the south, isn't there?
Oh yeah, I guess
so.
Because
that's also confusing.
I mean, okay, look, America is divided north and south, and I live in the south, so
cowboy guys. Cowboy accent.
So there's a bit of a difference in America as well for accents. There's the North accent and there's the South accent. If you guys heard about cowboys when they speak English, I guess, that's the South accent. And I'm not like that. Okay, like that goes to some people, and I'm not included. Okay. I don't speak like that. But yeah, that's how it is. Okay, well, what about in Australia?
Well, I guess the accents for each state is also distinct. I mean, in America, there's like a great difference between the North and the South, but in Australia, I guess it does as well, but it's more divided into like the main states. So for example, Western Australia or WA, they have like a much more like Cockney-ish, I guess, if you say in British, like a much more aggressive, I don't know if that's the right word, but like a more aggressive way to pronounce words. And also, actually, fun fact, South Australian accent is more British compared to other Australian states, and that's because there's so basically a small history of Australia is the British came to colonize in the 1800s, if I'm not mistaken, and they why they invaded Australia is because they wanted to send convicts or prisoners and exile them to Australia, to the continent. And basically, literally every state except for South Australia had convicts. So South Australia only had like farmers and basically like people living there that are not prisoners. So I think that's why it's more posh and more British. And yeah, I mean, you sometimes say my accent is kind of British, so like,
I mean,
I'm not surprised.
Guess not. Yeah, sometimes I do say that, but it's still Australian, guys.
Yeah.
Wait, so
completely different still, when they it's a little bit similar.
What part of Australia do you live in then?
So yeah, I lived in the South Australia, and more specifically, I live in the city in Adelaide. So most of my friends, I think, especially my white descent friends, though they're like a mix of like Scottish and Irish and British. So like the European like heritage is very clear, and sometimes my white friends, they like when they speak, it's very clearly that their accent is much more British than the average Australian. So sometimes I used to have this PE teacher, and his accent was very like Australian, g'day mate, and that kind of accent, and instead of like the normal British, I guess. So even though they were both white people, it was still completely different. Did you have a similar experience? Or
I mean, I don't know. Okay, you know what? Maybe there's something wrong with my ears, but I think like all people like, yeah, but like there are people who would like speak broken English or whatever they say. Yeah.
I mean, both of our countries are multicultural, so even though it's like native English-speaking countries, they're still like immigrants and stuff. So us included. I mean, we're not immigrants, but like we went from another country.
Yeah.
And obviously in the beginning we had different accents. Yeah.
Yeah. But then like in the end you would get adapted to it,
exactly.
and you end up having the accent as well.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So I used to hate the Australian accent, by the way. I don't know why, but I just didn't like the way they pronounce things. But then here I am speaking like this. So that kind of backfired.
I mean, well, for me, well, I don't really think much about the accent. I just think that, this is like in the movie.
Like, okay.
Like you would watch those like American movies or whatever, and you think about like, that's how they speak. And like when I came there, it was like, it's like in the movies. Yeah, now that I think about it, that sort of reminded me of the people there.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Now let's talk about the people. So, as you guys know, Indonesians, and most specifically since we're Muslim in a white country or in an English-speaking country, it's not very easy. Well, it's not that it's hard to live there as like Muslims, but I think we both can share some similar experiences from interactions with people who are non-Muslims. Like, obviously there's the good and the bad. So do you want to start talking about that maybe?
Yeah, sure. Let's talk about maybe interactions. So when I first arrived there, I thought that I would be the only Muslim girl, all right? But no, there was other Muslims, which I am glad, okay? Even though maybe it's a guy or a girl, like, okay, at least I'm not the only one, so that I don't feel so lonely and some people, they're really nice actually. They're pretty respectful and would actually try to learn that some things are not meant to be allowed in in Islam, but they would try to understand that. But also other times
there's the
racism. That's pretty cool.
I can share a similar sentiment. So I thought that I would also be like the only Muslim girl, but the thing is, before I went to like a normal public school, I went to this like English school. Did you go to that as well or not?
It's more like
it's like a train. It's like specifically for immigrants and stuff, but for a few terms or semesters.
Well, like for me, okay, but like in America, we would have that as a class instead.
So it will be in the same school but a different class.
Yeah, maybe like for example, like a normal kid would have language arts, in a normal English class. But maybe for those who are still lacking in English, they would have
extra.
They would not extra, but more like that class is the English class instead. I mean, that's how it was for me back in 5th grade. But then in 6th until 7th, I would have both language art or English class, and I would also have that extra class as well. Yeah, that's how it was for me.
My school isn't that different with the English program, but actually the thing is, not every school had that English program, so we had to like go to a different school to learn English if you're like an immigrant or someone who has never spoken English before. And my first English school, that was when I was exposed to like other immigrants and like non-white people. So obviously, because we were all learning English, there were people from like all sorts of places. There was China, there was India, there was Pakistan, there was all sorts of people. And so I wasn't that culture shocked in that school. But when I went to public school, I came knowing I didn't expect anything like you. So I didn't expect any Muslims to be there. But surprisingly, there were like 4 people, me not included, who went to that public school, and these 4 people were Muslims. And even though we were like in different classes, we would still sometimes like talk to each other. This was in 5th grade, by the way, year 5, and
5th grade.
So basically, yeah, that's the good thing. Like I got to like understand. I got to feel less lonely, I guess. Felt less excluded, especially since when it was in 5th grade, not many people had that much racism in them, I guess. Like we were still kids, so we were still kind of innocent. But I guess it all started in like year 7, year 8, when people were more, I don't know, like prejudiced, I guess. I mean, I can't say that I had a bad or a negative experience because of my religion, because in general it's like I lived like normal. It's not really a big challenge, but still sometimes there's like the occasional comments from people that might be like rude, I guess.
Yeah.
But I think it's still bearable, you know?
Yeah. You know, I experienced, well, maybe a thing or two of racism, but it's usually just, you know, like comments, like mean, rude comments.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much it.
Yeah, it never like escalated to something.
Yeah, like I don't really pay much attention to it, because that would just mean like, why do I have to care? You know,
yeah,
like,
exactly.
Like it's just wasting my time,
Yeah.
and you're just being really unnecessary
Yeah.
and all. But sadly, it's America. Racism happens a lot, even until today. But for example, like I have a friend, and she's Muslim as well. She wears the hijab, and she told me a story of hers that one day this guy tried to pull her hijab from behind. That is crazy, you know.
Yeah.
But luckily, her friend noticed that and confronted him, like, "Hey, what are you doing? Like, why are you doing that?"
Good on her.
Yeah.
I'm so glad she intervened. That's actually crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you know, like I don't understand how like racism is still such a common thing until today.
It's 2024.
And especially in the Western media, Muslims, they're viewed as bad people.
Yes.
And I know the reason why, but
it's still not enough to like give prejudice, especially since this guy did it to a random girl who was doing nothing, I assume. So like it would make sense if it was like someone who actually did something bad, but I don't think even that would excuse their hate toward or their prejudice against like Muslims. So yeah, because we both faced like how it feels like to be a minority, I guess it's broadened our perspectives about how different people treat others, I guess. But yeah, I share the sentiment about how I don't understand as well, like why would people still hold this prejudice when all this history between Muslims and non-Muslims happened like in the past, and now I don't think there's anything that makes our religion look as bad anymore, other than like a certain event in 2001.
I know what you're talking about. I feel like, you know, some things are meant to be in the past, just leave it in the past. And I'm just tired of hearing, you know, people like saying stuff about Muslims when we're not like that, okay? Not all of us are like that, because it doesn't make sense how one thing happened and you applied that to everyone.
Yeah.
That makes zero sense, okay?
Yes,
that makes zero sense.
It doesn't at all.
And I'm not just talking about Muslims. I'm talking about other race as well.
Yeah.
For example, like
the African Americans,
Latin Americans, like the
Asians.
Latinos, Asians.
Yeah.
Like, it's not only Muslims that face this, but also other people as well. And you know, some of my friends have shared a story of theirs about how they deal with racism and all. And you know, this is, I'm not trying to apply this to every American or every Australian or literally anyone, okay? I'm not saying that everyone is a bad person and they're racist. It's just that is how that's our experience when being overseas. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
But I guess I can't say that racism is like the main thing that made me sad. I guess I can't say that my experience overseas was completely negative just because of racism. Like, it definitely exists, but I don't think it will stop me from living my life normally. Like, the issue is definitely still prominent, and we definitely need to talk about it, but I don't think it's like as bad as it sounds. I guess like it's still bearable.
I mean, at some point you just gotta look at the positive sides, right? Like, you make new friends, and you know, from you could just share stories about each other. Well, like, for me, I like my friends. Most of my friends, they are international. You know,
I can relate to that.
Like, I'm gonna try to recall it, but like, now that I think about it, I probably only just make one American friend, but the rest of my friends, they're internationals. You know, maybe it's because I felt like as someone who is not American, I would relate to them as well. You know, with having to move from one country to another and how we have to leave friends and family behind. But from there, we could also, you know, bond together. That just means that, we're just being really relatable right now.
Like two different, maybe two or more different parts of minorities come together, and that's like much more relatable than speaking with like the majority, I guess.
That's how I feel.
Yeah, especially when the majority has already a negative image about your culture. But I mean, it's not everyone, so yeah, if you guys want to go overseas, don't worry about the racism that much. There's people around you that will support you, and even though there are some that don't, it's not enough to make you stop wanting to go overseas. It's worth the risk. I think that's the end for our podcast. Thank you so much.
Podcast.
Thank you so much for watching our second episode of Rushd Podcast. We hope that you enjoyed this episode, and don't forget to listen to our next one. Don't forget to follow our Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and tell us some of your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you so much again. I'm Yasira and this is Ray. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.
Bye.